Hello everyone, today I'm going to do a video on RC Mission optional parts. As you can see here, I'm going to be specifically talking about the driveline section that they have to offer. As you already know, I've done some videos on RC Mission talking about the shock shafts and also the bulkhead alignment jigs. If you haven't checked those videos out, please do so. All right, so let's get to it. So these are the Xray T4 optional driveline parts and some few other miscellaneous stuff, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Let's start off with the rear section of the car. Now, RC Mission offers this optional dog bone, which is a lot more durable than the standard kit. Over maybe 50, 60 packs, this area here will start to develop slop, whereas the RC Mission have taken note of this and they've designed the dog bone in this area here to last a lot longer, so you can get twice as many runs without any slop or anything developing within this area. Now, when it comes to the drivetrain, weight saving is quite a big thing. Now, this dog bone here by Xray weighs in at 2 grams. The RC Mission weighs in at 2.1 grams. So 0.1 of a gram heavier, but you get that longevity versus the Xray T4. Also, the price point is a big deal. Xray parts are well known for being quite expensive, and the RC Mission parts are reasonably priced, so you can definitely get a lot of performance and save quite a bit of money by picking up the RC Mission drive shaft. Now, moving on to the central part of the Xray T4. Now, the plastic one, as you can see here, this plastic pulley comes standard with the Xray T4. You can also purchase the orange one, which is made out of a different composite plastic. Now, looking at the RC Mission, it's CNC aluminum, and it's all one piece. It's not two pieces pressed together. It's all one solid piece. As you can see here, you got a nice anodized lip done right there. And as you can see, it's a nicely machined. As you can see, the surface here is all just natural aluminum. The big difference between the two is the actual teeth on the pulley. The teeth on the pulley here on the plastic one are not as defined as what you have on here. And what this allows you to do is to run your pulleys a lot looser because the belt wrap tends to have a better engagement on the teeth here versus the standard plastic one. So there's the advantage between the two. Obviously, durability and longevity will stick with this, but also you can see whether or not there's any dirt or debris building up on the teeth. So if there is any issues with the belt skipping, you can easily identify that with this pulley here. Now, the difference in weight between the two, obviously the plastics is going to be lighter. This one weighs in at 2.2 grams, whereas this one weighs in at 2.7 grams. So there's obviously a 0.5 gram difference between the two. But if you're not too worried about that, this pulley here is great. It has many advantages compared to the plastic one, as I mentioned already. All right, so we're moving up to the front end of the car. Now, the front end of the car takes a lot of abuse. Obviously, whereas the rear end of your car, you have the differential action where it kind of is forgiving, whereas the front, you run usually a spool. So when you do have a hard crash or an impact, usually the drive shafts take quite a brunt of force around this section here or this section here. Now, RC Mission has developed the dog bones, or the double jointed drive shafts here, to be very, very durable, especially in the areas where they tend to break most easily. As you can see here, the front section here, where the end section here, where the pin slides through and that goes into the drive cup, it's definitely been beefed up, so that prevents any area from being damaged. Whereas the Xray T4, as you can see, they've lightened this area up here, and this area tends to break quite often. And as you move down the drive shaft, you'll see that there's a bit of a radius here, and the radius here is a little bit a little bit more thicker versus this one over here. And obviously they've designed it in such a way that this area here will definitely withstand a lot of impact. So obviously this double jointed shaft here drive shaft will definitely take a lot of abuse, and will probably outlast the Xray one here. Now, when it comes to weight savings, the Xray T4, the kit one comes in at 8.4 grams. This one comes in at 9.3 grams. Obviously, the weight savings is from this area here, whereas this section here has been definitely beefed up, which will in turn extend the longevity of your RC Mission drive shafts. So as you can see here, there have been some compromises made in order to increase the overall durability of the driveline components. Overall, they are a little bit heavier, but when it comes to durability and longevity, that's what a lot of people are looking for in the RC industry. But also price point. Pricing is a lot more cheaper than Xray. To give you an idea, one of these drive shafts in just one set here, just this one here, costs more than buying one set of the RC Mission. So by just purchasing one of these, you can get two of these. So the price point is a big difference, and especially if you're on a budget and you're new to racing, it's ideal to kind of like upgrade in a smart way, where you're purchasing something that doesn't cost a lot of money but also is durable as well. And not only that, RC Mission is a Japanese brand, and all the parts are being made in Japan, so you do definitely have that high level of quality in their designs. Now, moving on to the drive cups. These are just standard steel drive cups. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit heavier than the plastic ones, and even the spring steel ones by Xray. But once again, if you're looking for longevity and durability, you have these these steel ones, which will definitely take quite a bit of abuse. And so there you have it. By the looks of it, it seems like you can run it in two configurations. You can run it with just direct on pins, or you can run the paddles, which is a nice option to have there. So you have two options to run, either just pin on drive shaft or blade on the drive shaft. Okay. Oh, this is a lot. All right, now let's go on to some other option parts. Now, this option part here can be used for any servo. Well, obviously a 23 tooth spline, but this option part here is a servo arm that has adjustability, where you can adjust up and down. So to give you an idea, if you were to install this on your, I think this is a Sanwa servo, what you can do is simply let's just quickly do a little demonstration here. All right, so sorry for that. All right, so what you have here is your aluminum servo arm. It's a clamping one, which is a nice feature, which makes it easier to take off. Now, you can adjust the height of the point where the ball end or the actual servo arm linkage will connect to your steering rack, and as you increase it, you will increase the overall speed at which the servo arm will be throwing. But what you can do is you can adjust the height, which will control the amount of throw that the servo arm will give to the steering rack, which is a nice feature. And I know a lot of guys here in Japan use this specific servo arm just so that they can fine-tune the steering speed that they're looking for on whatever track surface or whatever drive or steering feel that they're looking for. Okay, so RC Mission offers this for Sanwa, Keio Propo, Futaba, most major brands, servo brands that are out there. Okay. And last but not least, this little guy here is the grub screw, which you can use to set your droop settings on your Xray T4. And I'm pretty sure this is the standard size, which can be used for most other suspension arms that are on other different vehicles. Now, the big difference is, well, what's so special about it? It might be hard to see, but as you can see, let's get a driver here. As you can see, right at the very end here, it's rounded. It has a bit of a bulbous shape to it. And the reason why RC Mission came out with this is if you're running like a carbon fiber chassis, a lot of the times the set screws are pretty rough around this area and have some sharp edges. So over time, when you're adjusting the droop settings on your car, especially on a carbon fiber chassis, it tends to scratch the surface of the carbon fiber, and it doesn't give you accurate adjustments on your car when you're setting the droop. Now, they've gone ahead, it's a little difficult, and made a round bulbous shape, a very smooth shape actually. And so this prevents any scratching or notching being formed on the actual surface of your carbon fiber chassis. So when it comes to you, say, selling your car, you know, what will happen is it's like you won't have any scratches or notches being etched into the carbon fiber chassis. All right, so there you go. Those are some RC Mission option parts. I'm going to be installing these soon into my T4 because I need that extra durability since I'm going to be running modified in the next week, I think. Yeah, so yeah, well, I hope that was a good enough video. I'm sorry it took forever, but I just wanted to go through all the option parts by RC Mission. Check them out. RC Mission, they got some really good stuff, and yeah, have a good day. Bye-bye.